Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller. And today we're going to be doing another Goodwill bins video from our trip in December to St. Louis. I'm down to what's here on my table that you can't see yet and one full bag. So probably 2 more videos. Probably. Maybe even 3 depending on how many smalls are in this bag, because I didn't realize it, but this bag that I just finished was full of smalls. So I'll just go ahead and share all this with you. And then we're going to be going to Nashville to the Goodwill bins again, just so, you know, I can have some more stuff to process before our trip at the end of the month to St. Louis.
So shouldn't this time of the year we be sourcing solely at garage sales and yard sales?
Yeah, about that.
That ain't working.
No.
I even went to one today. This is Tuesday.
And
there's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday yard sale. The lady said that she's been trying to have one and can't because it's been so rainy, and she's having it now that she can, and she didn't have anything we wanted.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Yeah, this whole sourcing has been a bust for us. Hopefully, fingers crossed, as soon as we get past all of this rainy weather, which, you know, we're in rural America. They need the rain, but at some point it just needs to quit.
Or at least rain like Monday through Wednesday or Thursday, and then
let us have our weekends for yard sales.
Exactly, just like that.
Yep. All right, so let me show you a bunch of the smalls that were in the bottom of this bag. 2 little Mandalorian, whatever his name is. What is he called again?
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda, yeah.
Grogu.
Oh, Grogu. That's the name I was going for. I know Yoda. I'll probably list these together. They're probably just going to be bread and butter.
What happened to his ear on that one?
It's tucked inside the blanket. There's no hole for it.
I know, but that's a long ear just to have tucked around and wrapped. Wouldn't that be painful or something?
Maybe.
I hate to admit this, but I think the only Star Wars movies I've ever actually sat through the whole movie of are some of the newer ones that RJ wanted to watch. I've never sat through the old ones. So I know that probably takes away from my nerd cred, but it's just a fact. I never got around to watching them, and one time I tried and fell asleep. And
no, just not a fan either, and even less of a fan of Star Trek. So yeah. A whole bunch of Land Before Time and Lion Guard figures. I think I showed another one haul of these recently. So these were all probably just got separated out, but most of these, some of them have bases, and I think I just did a lot that had some of the figures with bases. So I'm probably going to, take those listings down and just add these ones that have a base into it, and then just do a lot of all the other ones.
Now Firefly, I watched a whole bunch of that series. I never got to finish it because I ended up losing my DVDs around here, and I tried to find it online to finish it recently, but I really enjoyed that.
I think I started it. I don't think I finished that one. This was in my hand that actually fell out. This is based on that logo, I think, that right there. Probably Imaginext that goes to the Jurassic World stuff. If I have any others, I'll put it with it. Otherwise, I made like this. Here's another Imaginext figure. If I don't have anything to go with them, I'll just make a lot. I know I've got a pile of them started over there. Some more trolls. I tend to pick these up anytime I find them. I think the ones that are DAM, D-A-M, do better than some of the Russ ones, and some of the bigger ones do better. But I tend to just make lots of these. Pretty sure I have a lot of Winnie the Pooh stuff that I'm just going to throw him in. I actually think I have something else that was still in the box that I'm just making a lot of them. These are Go Smart VTech little characters. There's cars, there's kids, there's animals. I'll see what I've got. It probably just add it to a current listing. Couple of vehicles. This is Blaze and the Monster Machine. Some of the other characters do much better than Blaze himself, but I'll just, if I have others listed, I'll add him to it. Otherwise, I'll just start a new lot. I think these are like the monster Yeah, like the Monster Jam ones. This one, a lot of the last few ones I've been listing were Spin Master, but this one's Mattel. Most of them have been bread and butter. Look, I even found a little vintage Fisher-Price Little People Black Pig. I've got the lot that I shared with you guys that Sam had picked up for me. I'll just add him to some of the farm animals. I'll pick up any loosey-goosey stuff like this. This is Little Tykes. There was a waffle block, like Kingdom Castle type set that this went to, just based on this back here. I'll sell it as replacement. I'm hoping like $8 to $10 for that. Look, even Legos. That one's a weird one. I have to see if it's worth listing by itself or get some more of them together and do a lot.
Is it Ninjago?
Probably Ninjago.
I don't know anything about it, but it looks like some of the character kind of things I've seen around.
And then just some more. These are things I always will pick up and try to get lots put together for them. This is LOL Surprise. She's a little dirty. Hopefully that'll all come off with the toothbrush. And then Peppa Pig. I know I've got some of these I've just set aside. And then I found the orange, I think his name's Bingo. I'm starting to learn plush in the last haul. Here's the bluey, so now at least I've got a lot of two. Again, this is going to probably be like $8 to $10 for the two of them. Itty bitties. I think this one's itty bitty. Nope, this one is not. This one's itty bitty. I've got some lots going. If I've got one that's got Star Wars, I'll go ahead and add this one to it. When I say I'm doing that, what I do is I end my current listing. I will take and lay them all out like I normally would to take photos, adding that one into it, and then I just take photos of just that item by itself, and that way I don't have to redo all of the pictures. I just replace the main photo, I add the other ones, and easy peasy, just very quick.
I think that girl was in the Star Wars movie I watched.
Which one? That one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's who that is, right?
Maybe. I don't know who this is. But it says Disney on here, just play. I'll Google Lens and try to figure out who she is. I'm pretty sure. I have something very similar with this type of tag listed. So hopefully I can just, again, do another listing.
Yeah, that first girl was Ray.
Oh. Look. Fisher Price. This had used the chunky people. Let me see. Where's my pile? This is more for this size. I always call these bigger Little People. And it would have just gone in this. And then I talk about this all the time. Baby Alive. I tend to pick up most doll stuff, but I really like picking up Baby Alive. I think I've got 1 or 2 lots of Baby Alive stuff. So if this isn't worth, $8 to $10, I'll just add it to the lot. I know the ones to really watch out for, they have a magnetic nipple. And those, in the past, I've sold them for $15 to $20. All right, this is, I've talked about it before, Iwaya. There's no way I'm going to be able to show you this. Iwaya, Iwaya. And they walk, they make sounds. Sometimes their little noses move. With the pig, the little tail would move. I'm hoping this is going to be good because the pigs do okay, but this is different. It does need a little bit of surface cleaning. But I'm hoping, 20 plus for it. Whenever you find toys like this, make sure you check the legs because a lot of times these are broken. So if any of these are loose, just don't even pick it up. And the good thing about these was I was able to check, but it's not working, so dead batteries, to at least check to make sure you don't have crusties around the edges if you can't get into it because there's a screw. All right, well, let me just pull this out. Just grabbed it. There's some older looking dolls and then some Kelly dolls in here. I'll just kind of use Google Lens and see what I've got here. But, I mean, these are so light. Probably wasn't even like 75 cents or so for it. But, don't know. Sometimes I do really well with some of these dolls that I have no idea what they are. This one I think intrigues me. Look. Definitely older. Kind of has the little Kittles face, but I thought their bodies were a whole lot smaller. But this may be another series of them. All right, Plush. Mummies. These are by Play by Play. A lot of times they're some characters or just kind of other types of plush. But, you know, mummies, witches, that type of stuff, ghosts, I tend to pick up. It's probably still going to be bread and butter, and it is really dirty. All right, Soft Things. It is a vintage brand I like picking up, but for the most part, it's probably going to be like $12 to $15. But, you know, I'll know me. Dogs, vintage, I'm going to grab it. All right, this is a little lovey. I mean, it's little. St. Louis. We picked it up in St. Louis. Says Mascot Factory. Yeah. Ooh, original price was $25. Needs a bath. I don't know. I'm still hoping like maybe $12 to $15 for it. It's got a loosey-goosey neck. It is Acme. Yeah. It's vintage. You know I'm going to pick it up, but I'm going to have to try to sort that neck out a little bit. Probably still only going to be like $10 to $12 for it, but I liked it. I think Acme, I've seen previous tags before. Acme originated in St. Louis. So I've seen other things that I've picked up that said St. Louis on the tag. That one said made in China. Space Jams. Not quite sure. There was a time I could do well with lots of these, but I haven't picked one up in a long, long time. So not sure. Another dog. I think I showed you guys recently. I picked up a yellow lab. So I want to say I've already processed him with some other dogs. Because most of the ones this size just tend to be bread and butter. So I'm trying to just do lots of them. So I'm not sure, depending on his dollar value, whether I'll start a new lot or add him to another one that I have. Spark, Create, Imagine, Walmart. I do really well with this whole series. I don't know. I do really well. There is like a gray terrier. There's a solid yellow one. There's this one I usually say St. Bernard, and then there's one that's Rottweiler colors, and they sell very quickly for me. A lot of this needs washed.
Now you're just making fun of me.
This is American Girl. I've mentioned this before. I found, I want to say 4 or 5 different American Girl plush. It really depends on what doll they went to of the value. I'm not quite sure this one is. It says 2019. I know I had a lot of like 3 of them. Not sure if it's sold already. So I'll have to just go check my inventory, see if I've got other American Girl dolls, if this one is just going to be bread and butter. Vintage plush. I'm going to grab it. It says Fun World. Carl Place, New York. Made in China, though. Going to be bread and butter. I'll probably list it like $14.95 maybe. $19.95 maybe. I don't know. I'll check comps. Oh, I had some more hards here that I got buried. Jurassic World. Bigger dinosaur. It's got that little emblem on its foot. I have found most of these have been selling at $10 to $15. This one's a little bit bigger. Not sure about this. Not sure about it at all, but it's one of those like things. But I picked up one at some point last year, and as soon as I started pulling on it, it started breaking. So I'll have to test this one out, see if it's worth listing, because I don't want to list it if for some reason the stuff has started breaking down in it. Blues Clues. I do okay with the vintage stuff, but this more contemporary stuff I haven't done very well with. But it's supposed to light up. Hopefully it works. You know, hopefully like $10 to $15 for it. But I think I'll start steering clear of the newer stuff. Or at least definitely check comps before I pick it up. Rabbits. This one is supposed to do something, so I'm hoping it works. I'm like, this year, I haven't listed a whole bunch of stuff that needed batteries, so I can't continue to say it was like 60-40, because last year it was like 60% did not work. But we'll have to see as I start processing more battery-operated plush how I do. This one's Dandy International. I'm hoping $20, $25 if it works. Wild Republic, lion. If I have other animals this size listed that's jungle type, you know, an elephant or a giraffe or anything like that, I may go ahead and make a lot, because between the two of them, they fit in a large priority box. And I just think maybe coupling a couple of them together would help. All right, got some small plush here. Needs a bath. This is Garanimal, a little rattle. It's probably going to be bread and butter, but I like picking up Garanimal. This is Wish Pets, but it's a little baby penguin from the St. Louis Zoo. Probably going to be bread and butter. And then a lot of these Snoopies, they like Whitman candy or whatever, had a box of candy there. I tend to make lots with these. There's all different season. What is it? Like Halloween and Christmas and Easter. I just tend to make lots. Look, Jellycat. Probably only going to be bread and butter. It's one of the lions. But I have found a lot of the rabbits and lions and stuff like that don't do as well as like some of the dogs and cats. But we'll see. It's probably like a 12-inch size. All right, let's do a few more plush from the newest bag. He needs a bath. But this is Kohl's Cares. It's from the if you give a mouse, if you give a puppy, those type books. If I have one of the other characters listed, I may go ahead and do a lot. When I did my Kohl's Cares brand video, a lot of those higher dollar sets like this did better in lots. So, you know, there's several in this series. Give a moose a muffin, all of them. Bears. Bears, just say no to bears. But this one is Animal Adventure. Did have its little, look, exclusive at Target. Not quite sure of the value. Because it's 2022, I'm thinking $10 to $15 for it maybe. Aurora, larger horse. If I've got others listed again, I'll make a lot of them. But I don't normally pair like the smaller 6-inch size with this. So I'd have to have a different horse this size.
What if you just did different sizes of horses?
No.
Like 2 or 3 of those together?
I don't
that
think
way
so.
They could have a
it just
big
goes
one.
against my grain. I like to have, you know, the same brands, the same sizes, that type of stuff.
They could have a big one for home and a little one to take with them in the car.
Maybe. Would you guys do that?
You can already tell by the look on her face.
Maybe.
She's not.
All right, this is Baby Gun. It says Rococo Fox. Most of these have been bread and butter. We'll see. It's a fox. It's a little bit different. Koala. Koala. This is, what does it say? Soft Classics. I'm thinking that's Toys R Us. Yeah, 1995. Probably $12 to $15 for it. Bass Pro Shop. I'll pick up most plush that I find that are Bass Pro Shop. I just do well with them. I mention this quite often. On the back of most of the labels, it gives you a month and date. For some reason, that's important to buyers who are looking for this stuff. This one says August 2020. I'm hoping like $12 to $15 for it. All right. Jingle Pals. I think this is more of a common one. There are some that do really, really well. Probably the new sourcing Rebel might not pick this up. It's got some spots that I'm going to have to deal with. Let's see if it's going to work. Yeah, I don't know. But a lot of times these have been like $15 to $20 for me. I didn't see this. It was buried under stuff. Puppy Surprise. This is the more contemporary one. I usually put these in lots. Hopefully I've got another lot listed that's purple, and I'll just add it to it. Just to, you know, add $1 to it. All right, what'd you find out?
Bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
$12 or so.
Some of the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, especially the exclusive ones, do really, really well. I mean, I've sold one, I want to say it was $80, $90, $100. But Robert said I had him check it. It's more contemporary and just bread and butter.
Isn't all the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff contemporary?
I guess so. But there's the beginning ones of that did do better, especially like the Walmart exclusives, the Target exclusives. But, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I've got another whole bag right here to do another video on, and then it'll be time for me to get to work. So get to work. Bye.